Good evening. Welcome to Thongsbridge Cricket Club Quiz, week 2. Just checking that people can hear me okay. Can you see me all right? The quality coming through well. Just let me know on your comments. Thank you for joining us again. Hopefully another successful week. I can see that the numbers are slowly growing. Not quite as rampant as last week. We've got about 20 people on YouTube. About 40 people currently on Facebook, so we'll leave it a few minutes before we begin. Just make sure you've got your pens and paper ready. The comments are flowing on Facebook already, which is great. First confirmation from Richard Wagstaff himself, loud and clear, good. Right, we've had confirmation that we can hear me. So yeah, good evening. Hope you've all had a good Friday. Weather at least has been nice to us, if anything else. Last week, big success. Really enjoyed it. I think at the height of sort of people watching, we had about 150 people watching from all over the world, which surprised me. I think we had people checking in from Spain. I think it was Greece, Portugal. Scotland, I think someone was watching, so a really massive thank you to everyone for joining, and hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully it's the same this week. Since then, I've had like a number of messages saying thank you and that they really enjoyed it, and it was sort of hit home that made worthwhile for me, so I'll continue it as long as the demand is there. In addition to this, I hope that Janet and Phil are watching from Netherthong. They went the extra mile and made a donation to the club, which was really, really kind and totally unexpected. So massive thank you to you two. I think myself and the club are conscious that it's not about making money, this, purely just for the entertainment and enjoyment of the community and bringing us all together in these hard times. But if you would like to make a donation to the club as a way of thank you, you are more than welcome to, and it will be greatly appreciated by everyone at the club. And there's a few ways that you can do that. If you'd like to make a donation, feel free to get in touch with the club on YouTube or via the website. There'll be a link on the Facebook group, and we can sort you out with a way of making a donation. But if you do any online shopping, which I'm sure quite a lot of you are doing at the minute, if you go onto a website that is called Easy Fundraising, you can put in there that you're a sort of follower of Thongsbridge Cricket Club, and you'll be able to pay for your items, and then the club will earn sort of a small percentage back. And it's a great way to help the club with a little bit of money. The final way is if you happen to shop at the co-op. If you register online, you get a card, and that again links with our club. And it's a really easy way at no extra cost to you to, everything you buy there gives us a little bit back or a percentage back. So there are just a couple of ways that you can help out the club. But again, just to confirm, me doing these quizzes is no way sort of a begging match or trying to earn money for the club. But if you would like to donate like Janet and Phil did, it'll be greatly appreciated. So thank you. So another sort of strand to this, Gavin McLeod got in touch with the club last week. He is the owner of GMC Roofing. They are a local roofing business that work in and around the Home Valley. He has very kindly sponsored the quiz this evening. If you'd have asked me a couple of weeks ago, would this local small quiz ever attract a sponsor, I would have sort of bitten your hand off. So thank you very much to Gavin and his team. Tonight, if you ever need your roof sorting, any tiles or any guttering, he's your man. So Gavin McLeod, GMC Roofing. I think his website is gmcroofing.co.uk if you ever want to go on there and get in touch with him. But yeah, massive thank you to Gavin for sponsoring this online quiz. So on to tonight, same sort of running order as last week. 5 rounds, each round has 15 questions. The last round has got 10. All you'll need is just a pen and paper. And some of the rounds are the same topics as last week, but I've changed 2 or 3 of them just to mix it up slightly. We'll then mark our answers after the end of each couple of rounds, and you'll sort of post how many points you've got in the comments like we did last week. And I haven't had a chance to look at the comments yet, but I can see there's quite a few coming in. I'll do my best to do some shout outs throughout the evening. A bit of feedback from last week, having sort of listened to some of that. There was a few people saying that they needed a little bit more extra time at the end of the round just to sort of go through answers with their friends and family, just to decide what they're going to write down. So I've noted that. And a few people last week were sort of asking for questions to be repeated. So I'll read the questions twice, and then at the end of the round, I'll read the questions one after the other back full through again, so that hopefully if you missed any to begin with, you will be able to listen to those again and get an answer for each question. So the numbers, they are building, which is great. Sort of nearly 50 on YouTube now, and we're up to sort of 55, 60 people on Facebook, which is sort of really, really good. The link has been posted on the Facebook group for the easy fundraising if you wish to do that, if you go online shopping. And if you just search on YouTube for Thongsbridge Cricket Club, you'll be able to find any links that you need on there as well. Jill, you will get a break. After the second round, there'll be a short break, top up your drinks, nip to the loo, that kind of thing. So we'll do round one, round two, and then a bit of a break, and then we'll do the final 3 rounds. But I'll make sure to give you plenty of time, a little bit of a break in between each one if needs be. But I'm aiming to be finished sort of no later than 9:30, 9:40 this evening. So, a couple of minutes and then we'll start. We'll start just after 8 o'clock, let those last few people roll in from the gardens, bring the beers in. It's about just before 8 o'clock here, so yeah, a couple of minutes. Get your pens and paper ready, get your drinks topped up. The first round is general knowledge like last week. So we'll just do a couple of shout outs. I've got to start out with a shout out first for my best mate, one of my best mates who I was best man for last summer, Matthew Wagstaff. Good evening, my friend. It's his 30th birthday this evening, so I hope you had a good day. He's actually listening in Spain, so he's one of the people that's listening from slightly further afield. Be good to see where other people are watching from. We've got Jamie Harrison, Delphin Dobcross, just over the Pennines. Who else have we got? We've got the Penthouse Suite listening in Valencia. Shout out to the boys over there. Ben Bamforth, Russell Mottram, good lad. Joe Reeves, Rory France. Who else have we got? Lucianne from where I used to work. Good evening. Sarah Power. Hello from Corfu. Pretty sure, I think Mariette, you were there in Corfu last week. Either you stuck there due to the coronavirus or you're having a really long holiday, which is great. So good evening. Netherton, Emma Williams, good evening. A couple more comments about my kitchen being nice and tidy. Thanks. Will Hale, Sharon Ashby, good evening. Bazza and Wazza from Accrington. Another big shout out to Oliver Cullen. It's his birthday, I think, tomorrow. I don't know how old he's going to be. I'm going to guess 14, possibly. He plays for the cricket club, Thongsbridge. His mum doing a sterling job, Rachel, for the NHS. I think you've got a night off tonight, so enjoy it while it lasts. Keep going. Who else? Rory France. Shout out to Liz Aylward. Liz Aylward absolutely butchered Joe Elwood's self-isolation haircut this week. Who else have we got? Mariette, you're there till October. Wow. Right, another couple of minutes. We'll just let the last few people come in. Numbers are looking really strong again this week. Brilliant. Jason Boyd, he was a firm favourite with the YouTube comments last week. Cider and Chestnuts. Sorry, chestnuts? Cider and cashew nuts, rather. Hi Ben, hope it's as good as last week. Better music though, yeah, hopefully. Music's banned apparently. Not allowed to play music, YouTube rules and all that. Right, so like I mentioned, the first round is general knowledge, 15 questions. I'll read the questions out twice, and then if you need any questions repeating, I'll read all the questions again once more, all 15 in a row. German Randawa, Eladi, good evening, lad. I've got my cousins watching, Beth, Matt and Sean, and Emily. The Ravenhills playing against their friends. Right, what time are we on? A couple of minutes past. Let's have a look. Janet Clapham, good evening. Thank you for the message. Again, Janet, massive thank you to you for donating some money to the club. Really appreciate it. Right, I think we should get going. So, yeah, general knowledge. First question, number 1. Which English queen has the same name as a type of plum? Which English queen has the same name as a type of plum? Question 2. How many dots are used in each letter in the Braille system? Question 2. How many dots are used in each letter in the Braille system? Question 3. What instrument can be bass, electric or Spanish? What instrument can be bass, electric or Spanish? Question 4. Which female named hurricane devastated New Orleans in September 2005? Which female named hurricane devastated New Orleans in September 2005? Question 5. In the zodiac, which animal is linked with Capricorn? Question 5 again. In the zodiac, which animal is linked with Capricorn? Just a couple of people still checking in. My auntie Sarah and my fiance's mum Linda Wilkinson. Looks like you've just joined us slightly late. You have only missed 4 or 5 questions, so I'll repeat those questions at the end again for you, so you should be able to catch back up. Oliver Cullen's 15, so happy 15th birthday for tomorrow, Oliver. Question 6. So question 6 for those people that have just joined. How many sides has a 20p piece got? How many sides has a 20p piece got? Question 7. In Spain, what is the word used for an afternoon nap? Question 7. In Spain, what word is used for an afternoon nap? Question 8. Which substance is used mostly for pencil lead? Question 8. Which substance is mostly used for pencil lead? Question 9. In an English trial, how many people sit on the jury? Question 9 again. In an English trial, how many people sit on the jury? Question 10. In what year did Mark Zuckerberg invent Facebook? Question 10. In what year did Mark Zuckerberg invent Facebook? Question 11. How many minutes are there in 5 hours? How many minutes are there in 5 hours? Question 12. Who rejoined Take That in 2013? Who rejoined Take That in 2013? I've had a request from my old head of department, or ex-head of department at school, to tell her 2 children, Joey and Poppy, to go to bed. That's from Karen Watson. Miss you, mate. Question 13. How many are there in a baker's dozen? Question 13 again. How many are there in a baker's dozen? Question 14. In which English town did Charles and Camilla get married? Question 14 again. In which English town did Charles and Camilla get married? And the last question of the first round, question 15. What type of creature is a Pacific sea wasp? Question 15, last question. What type of creature is a Pacific sea wasp? So I'll just give you a couple of minutes just to finalise those answers. I'll read out the 15 questions in a row in a second. I'm just going to look at some of these comments that are coming through. Right, so birthday request for Keith Ladd. Keith Ladd himself, top man, fire instructor himself. Tom, happy birthday to Jake Barrow for tomorrow. A few people asking about my dog again. She'll make an appearance at half time, don't you worry. Right, so just a quick whiz through the questions, 1 to 15. So question 1, which English queen has the same name as a type of plum? Question 2, How many dots are used in each letter in the Braille system? Question 3. What instrument could be bass, electric or Spanish? Question 4. Which female-named hurricane devastated New Orleans in September 2005? Question 5. In the zodiac, which animal is linked with Capricorn? Question 6. How many sides does a 20p piece have? Question 7. In Spain, what is the word for an afternoon nap? Question 8. Which substance is mostly used in a pencil? Question 9. In an English trial, how many people sit on the jury? Question 10. What year did Mark Zuckerberg invent Facebook? Question 11. How many minutes are in 5 hours? Question 12. Who rejoined Take That in 2013? Question 13. How many are there in a baker's dozen? Question 14. In which English town did Charles and Camilla get married? And the last question, 15. What type of creature is a Pacific sea wasp? So hopefully that will have answered any sort of repeats of questions. So just another minute or so just to finalise your answers. If you need anything repeating, you've generally missed them, I'll do that, so let me know. Nathan Grundle, not sure who he is. He's saying an isolation haircut. Yeah, you could say that. It could have gone a lot worse. I actually think Laura, my fiance, did a pretty good job considering some of the ones I've seen online. If you're interested in seeing a bad self-isolation haircut, just look for Joe Aylward on Facebook. His mum could have been construed to have done it with some garden shears. Right, we'll move on to round 2. We'll mark the answers, or give you the answers for round 1 after we've done round 2. So we'll mark them after this next round. So round 2, the same as last week. I've stick to sports as though we're a sporting club. Thought it'd be rude not to do a sport round. And if you're Ben Ravenhill, I think he would have averaged about 5 marks last week if it wasn't for the sport round. So especially for him, I've kept this round in. So sport, round 2. Okay, are we ready? Just give me a bit of a comment if you're ready to continue. I'm just reading your comment now, Joe. Brilliant. Okay, sport, let's get going. Question 1. Which English footballer, now presenter, never once received a yellow card during his whole career? So question 1 for sport. Which English footballer, now presenter, never once received a yellow card during his whole career? I have also just been reminded that Ricky Marshall's haircut is an absolute shambles as well. He's looking as though he's representing the local convicts with that style at the minute. Question 2. Which English cricketer won the BBC Sports Personality of the Year show for 2019? So question 2 again on sport. Which English cricketer won the BBC Sports Personality of the Year show in 2019? Question 3. Which horse won the virtual Grand National at Aintree last weekend? Was it Tiger Roll or Potter's Corner? So which horse won the virtual Grand National at Aintree last weekend? If anyone watched it, I found it fascinating. Really interesting to see how they did it. Was it Tiger Roll, A, or was it B, Potter's Corner? Question 4. Bob and Mike Bryan were well-known brothers in which sport? So question 4, Bob and Mike Bryan were famous brothers in which sport? Question 5. Which British athlete won gold in the 5,000 metres and 10,000 metres Summer Olympics in 2012? Just question 5 again. Which British athlete won both the 5,000 and the 10,000 metres in the summer 2012 Olympics? Question 6. Which American city is home to these following teams? The Giants, the Jets, and the Yankees. So question 6 again, which American city is home to these following sporting teams? The Giants, the Jets, and the Yankees. Alex Kemp is getting rather confident. Any chance some harder questions? Yeah, you will know the answers if you know them, as they say. If that's the case, Alex, you should be getting 30 out of 30 when you post your comment in once we've marked these. If you're not, you'll have egg on your face. Question 7. Which sports quiz has been presented by Sue Barker since 2007? Question 7 again. So which sports quiz has been presented by Sue Barker since 2007? Question 8. Which Irish sporting stadium was demolished in 2007 to make way for the Aviva station? Stadium, sorry. There's your first mistake of the night. So question 8. Which Irish sporting stadium was demolished in 2007 to make way for the Aviva stadium? Question 9. Which is the only men's tennis Grand Slam trophy that's gold? Question 9 again. Which is the only men's Grand Slam tennis trophy that is gold? Question 10. Now, question 10, there's a chance for a bonus point here. So you'll get 1 mark for the actual answer and a bonus mark for the second element to the answer. So question 10 is the Staples Centre often holds basketball games for the LA Lakers. What other sport might you watch there? That's your first mark. And the second mark is, what is the name of the team that plays there? So question 10 again, 2 marks for this, bonus point if you get the second part of the answer. The Staples Center often holds basketball games for the LA Lakers. What other sport might you watch there, and what is the team called? Alex, you're setting yourself up for a failure saying they're getting easier. Question 11. Which university boat team won the 2019 boat race? So question 11. Which university team won the 2019 boat race? Question 12. Which golf course is known as the home of golf? So question 12. Which golf course is known as the home of golf? Question 13. 2.43 metres is the height of which net in men's team sport, or in a men's team sport? So 2.43 metres is the height of the net in which men's team sport? Question 14, 2 to go. Question 14, how many players are there on a water polo team? So question 14, how many players are there on a water polo team? And question 15, last question of the sporting round. Which football team are known as the Royals? So last question of the round. Which football team are known as the Royals? So I'll give you a minute or so just to finalise your answers. I'll read through these again really quickly. So question 1, which English footballer, now presenter, never once received a yellow card in his whole career? Question 2, which English cricketer won the BBC Sports Personality of the Year show in 2019? Question 3, which horse won the virtual Grand National at Aintree last weekend? Was it Tiger Roll or Potter's Corner? Question 4, Bob and Mike Bryan were well-known brothers in which sport? Question 5, which British athlete won gold in the 5,000 and 10,000 Summer Olympics in 2012? Question 6, which American city is home to the following teams? The Jets, the Giants and the Yankees? Question 7, which sports quiz show has been presented by Sue Barker since 2007? Question 8, which Irish sporting stadium was demolished in 2007 to make way for the Aviva Stadium? Question 9, which is the only men's tennis Grand Slam trophy that is gold? Question 10, the Staples Center often holds basketball games for the LA Lakers. What other team sport may you watch there? Then a bonus point for the name of that team sport. I've had a couple of people saying you can watch other things like boxing and MMA. It's not that. It's another team sport. Hopefully that narrows it down. Question 11. Which university team won the 2019 boat race? Question 12. Which golf course is known as the home of golf? Question 13. 2.43 metres is the height of what net in a particular men's team sport? Question 14. How many players are there on a water polo team? And question 15. Which football team are known as the Royals? So let's go back to round one, general knowledge. We'll all be paying special attention to Alex Kemp, who also needs a haircut, to see if he got 30 out of 30, seeing as though he's been bigging it up. So get ready for your answers. I'll trust you to mark your own. General knowledge. Right, so let's go through the answers. I think pretty much the comments seem to be okay with regards to repeating any questions. We've got a lot more people watching on YouTube this week, which is really good. 86 people watching on YouTube, 70 watching on Facebook. Right, so general knowledge answers, mark your own, give yourself a score out of 15. So question 1, which English queen has the same name as a type of plum? The answer is Victoria. Question 2, how many dots are used in each letter in the Braille system? It's 6. Question 3, what instrument could be bass, electric or Spanish? It's a guitar. Question 4, which female named hurricane devastated New Orleans in September 2005? It was Katrina. Just give me a shout if I'm going too quickly. Let me know if you need me to slow down. Question 5. In the zodiac, which animal is linked with Capricorn? It's a goat. Question 6. If you had one in your pocket, you could have had a look at it. There are 7 sides to a 20p piece. Question 7. In Spain, what is the word for an afternoon nap? It's a siesta. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it as it should be. Question 8. Which substance is most used for pencil lead? It's graphite. Lucianne is saying, does a ram count for the linked with a Capricorn? I'm going to be brutal and saying no. Sorry. Next question. Question 9. In an English trial, how many people sit on the jury? It's 12. Question 10. What year did Mark Zuckerberg invent Facebook? It was 2004. Question 11. How many minutes are there in 5 hours? It's 300. Jamie Harrison, thank you for saving me. A ram is apparently linked to Aries, so that's got Lucianne off my back, who correctly identified that a ram is a male goat. But yeah, thank you, Jamie. A ram is linked with Aries, so Lucianne, nil point. Question 12. Who rejoined Take That in 2013? It was Robbie Williams. Joe Dane, shout out to Hoylands Way in CC. Not sure how well that will go down. Question 13. How many are there in a baker's dozen? The answer's 13. I didn't intend to that be the same answer as the number of questions, but yeah, question 13, the answer is 13. There are 13 in a baker's dozen. We'll buy who we want. Brilliant. Question 14. In which English town did Charles and Camilla get married? It was Windsor. And the last question of general knowledge. What type of creature is a Pacific sea wasp? It's a jellyfish. So give us your posts. Post your answers, how many marks you've got. Alex Kemp, you should be getting 15, lad. This ram question is causing some controversy. My mother-in-law is saying ram is a male sheep. Billy is a male goat. I'm none the wiser. All I know is that it's not right, Lucian. David Wagstaff, 11 out of 15. Good start, lad. Bazza, 13. Smashed it. Who knew you were so intelligent? Definitely Warren that's been getting those answers. My Auntie Sarah got 9 out of 15. Richard and Abby, 10 out of 15. Jamie Harrison, 11. Philip Warrender, the Wiz, welcome, Wiz in the house. 13. Gavin McLeod, another quick shout out to you, sponsoring the quiz this evening. Crazy, thank you very much, mate. He got 13 out, sorry, not 13, doing you a disservice. 10 out of 15. Lucianne, 11. Lauren Ravenhill, 11. Alex Kemp, 10 out of 15. What is all that about? Probably Katie Kemp letting you down there. Jason Boyd, 13 out of 15. So look at this. How many? Let's have a look. Any others? Mother and father, 10 out of 15. Right, let's move on to the sport round. So I think it looks like Jason Boyd and Bazza are on 13 out of 15 so far. Ooh, Isabella Healy, a bit of a late check-in there with 14 out of 15. Smashed it. Russell Mottran in 11 out of 15. Right, let's move on. So, the sport round questions. Question 1. Which English footballer, now presenter, never once received a yellow card? It was Gary Lineker. Never once got a yellow card. I don't ever think he was sent off either. And he mustn't have got 2 bookable offences, so unless he's got a straight red, he'll have never been cautioned in his whole career. Question 2. Which English cricketer won the BBC Sports Personality of the Year show? It's Ben Stokes. Question 3. Which horse won the virtual Grand National at Aintree last weekend? It was Potter's Corner, or B if you put B. Question 4. Bob and Mike Bryan were well-known brothers in which sport? It was tennis. Question 5. Which British athlete won gold in both the 5,000 and 10,000 at the Summer Olympics in 2012? Super Saturday, Mo Farah. Question 6. Which American city is home to the following? The Yankees, the Jets and the Giants. It's New York. Question 7. Which sports quiz show has been presented by Sue Barker in 2007, or since 2007 rather? It was a question of sport. Question 8. Which Irish sporting stadium was demolished in 2007 to make way for the Aviva Stadium? It was Lansdowne Road. Question 9. Which is the only men's tennis Grand Slam trophy that is gold? It's Wimbledon. Question 10. The Staples Center holds basketball for the LA Lakers. What other team sport might you watch there? And then a bonus point for the team name. So the team for 1 mark is ice hockey. Sorry, the sport for 1 mark is ice hockey. And the second mark for the name of the team is the LA Kings, or the Los Angeles Kings. So if you got both of those, 2 marks. If you just got one, 1 mark. Question 11. Which university team won the boat race? It was Cambridge. In 2019, that was. Which golf course is known as the home of golf? It was St Andrews. I'll accept if you put the old course at St Andrews. I think technically it is the old course at St Andrews. But yeah, St Andrews in Scotland. .43 metres is the height of a net in which men's sport? It's volleyball. So it's a volleyball net that is 2.43 metres high. Question 14. How many players are on a water polo team? It's 7. And question 15. Which football team are known as the Royals? It's Reading FC. So that particular round will have been out of 16, so you could have a total of 31. So let's go for the comments before we have a bit of a break on how many marks you've got out of 31, please. How many marks out of 31? Joe Aylward's got a beanie tonic tonight, so has Joe Reeves. They must have had a few strong lagers. So Haley, 26 out of 31, pretty good. Bazza, 25. Sarah and David, 25. Lucianne, 21. Mum and Dad, 21. Rory France, are we going to trust him? Him and his housemates in Leeds, self-isolating, 30. I'm not sure I'm having that. Robert Shepperson, 22 out of 31. Amy Fletcher, the Handley family, 25. Matt Jemmett, 23. Auntie and Uncle, Malcolm and Sarah, 23. Jamie Harrison, 23. T. Robbery, Coach Wagner, 26, doing well. Alex, 17. Penny Woodhead, the Coffs Heads, 29 out of 31. Isabel Healy, 24. Henry's Angels. Linda Wilkinson, 19. Okay, so make sure you keep a track of your scores. Sharon Louise Ashby is on 27, and she also wants a shout out for her own birthday. So happy birthday to Sharon. I think by the comments we're not trusting Rory France or Rolf France with 30 out of 31. Yeah, I can smell something going on there. Who else have we got? Rachel Cullen, 24 out of 31. Right, I think that's it for shout outs in terms of answers. We're going to go for a couple of minutes break. So the time now is just before 7:45. We'll aim to start sort of just before 10 to 9. We've got 3 more rounds to go. So go and get a drink, nip to the loo. Yeah, so we'll start back in a couple of minutes. See you in a sec. Right, we're back in. The obligatory half-time viewing from Willow. She's a bit unsettled. She's kicking off, but here she is. Willow the dog. She is loving life. Lauren just sneaking in there. Weekly shot. Where's she got? There she is. Right then. Off you slip. So just a quick shout out to the Silver Surfers, Alan Moore, Irene Moore, club chairman. He's just messaged me to say they are on, what did he say? 26 out of 31. Pretty good. You'll be pleased to know, Alan, that there is not a music round this week. I thought I'd give you a rest from that torture. But yeah, Alan Moore loves a Jaeger. Right then. So I think that could be like one of the highest scores I've got so far. 26, I think. So yeah, I think 26 might be the highest score. We're still looking quite strong on numbers. Sort of pretty even. 70 on Facebook, 77 on YouTube. So let's keep those going. Right, so the third round, going to change the topic from last week. So I think the third round was music last week. It's food and drink this week. So food and drink. Ricky Marshall, Joe Elwood, you should be absolutely hitting gold on these questions. Unfortunately, there's no questions about Domino's or pork pies, but you should do pretty well in this round. Right, so question 1, food and drink, 15 questions again. Question 1, what type of milk is mozzarella cheese originally made from? So what type of milk is mozzarella cheese originally made from? Oh, Louise Bennett, she's kicking off. She's got 29 out of 31. Apologies. Yeah, 29. Question 2. What is in the centre of a Victoria sponge? Question 3. Which drink is Worcester sauce traditionally added to? So which drink is Worcester sauce traditionally added to? Question 4. Which country has the highest usage per person of olive oil? So which country has the highest usage per person of olive oil? Question 5. Mocha is a coffee usually flavoured with which substance? So mocha is usually a coffee flavoured with which substance? Good evening to the Wagstaffs, Andrew and Karen Wagstaff. Live from Thongsbridge, I presume. Question 6. What are the 2 main ingredients of a hollandaise sauce? So what are the 2 main ingredients of a hollandaise sauce? Question 7. A green Russian cocktail has which 2 ingredients? So a green Russian cocktail has which 2 ingredients? Linda, I'll read them out again, don't worry. Question 8. Which fish is the main ingredient of a Scotch woodcock? Question 8. Which fish is the main ingredient of a Scotch woodcock? Question 9. Riesling is a wine produced in which country? Question 9 again. Riesling is a wine produced in which country? Question 10. In which country do red onions originate? So question 10. In which country do red onions originate? Question 11. Literally meaning whirlpool, which German dessert is a thin sheet of rolled up dough? My security alarm is kicking off. I think it's my cat. In she comes. 1 second. Yeah, so question 11 again. Up she gets. There's Nala. Yes, she's named from The Lion King. And yes, her food bowl is up there. Whether it's hygienic or not, who knows? Question 11. Yes, so literally meaning whirlpool. Which German dessert is a thin sheet of rolled up dough? Question 12. A cocktail of Drambuie and Scotch whisky is known as what? So a cocktail of Drambuie and Scotch whisky is known as what? Question 13. At what age may you legally purchase alcohol in France? So 13, at what age may you legally purchase alcohol in France? Question 14. Which type of pastry is used in a Cornish pasty? So which type of pastry is used in a Cornish pasty? That was question 14. And question 15, last question. What is the maximum number of Michelin stars that can be awarded to a restaurant? So last question of the round. What is the maximum number of Michelin stars that can be awarded to a restaurant? So just a couple of minutes just to finalise your answers. So shout out to or from Matt Gemmett. Shout out to the NHS frontline staff, Alice, Adam and Katie. Yeah, they're absolutely unbelievable job. The clap for the NHS has been unreal in Netherthong, like so loud. I wonder what it'd be like in sort of a city centre. Must be absolutely sort of raucous. But yeah, well deserved. Keep going. So yeah, question 1, food and drink. Just quickly whiz through these questions again. What type of milk is mozzarella cheese originally made from? Question 2, What is in the centre of a Victoria sponge? Question 3. Which drink is Worcester sauce traditionally added to? Question 4. Which country has the highest usage per person of olive oil? Question 5. Mocha is a coffee usually flavoured with which substance? Question 6. What are the 2 main ingredients of a hollandaise sauce? Question 7. A green Russian cocktail has which 2 ingredients? Question 8. Which fish is the main ingredient of a Scotch woodcock? Question 9. Riesling is a wine produced in which country? Question 10. In which country do red onions originate? Question 11. Literally meaning whirlpool, which German dessert is a thin sheet of rolled up dough? Question 12. A cocktail of Drambuie and Scotch whisky is known as what? Question 13. At what age may you legally purchase alcohol in France? Question 14. What type of pastry is used in a Cornish pasty? And question 15, last question. What is the maximum number of Michelin stars that can be awarded to a restaurant? So that is food and drink round finished. So let's go for marks after that round. In fact, no, we won't be able to do marks. What am I talking about? We've not answered them. Or marks them, rather. Okay, anyone need any repeating? I don't think we do. Comments have dried up slightly. Still looking good on the numbers, which is excellent. The cat is walking on the work surfaces. Down she gets. Hang on a second. Right, we'll go on to round 4, conscious of time. Round 4, we'll mark those answers, by the way, after this next round. Jamie's asking for, is it 1 or half points for each ingredient? I'm going to be quite harsh and say that you've got to get both parts of the answer, both ingredients to get the 1 mark. So if you don't get the second one, then you'll get 0 points. Same for question 7, the cocktail, but we'll go through those answers in a second. So the next round, is based around Easter, with it being Easter weekend. So these questions relate to anything to do with Easter. I did say there was 15 questions for most of the round. There's actually 10 questions for this round. And there's 10 questions for the final round as well. So just 10 questions for the Easter round. And quite a few of them are multiple choice. So feel free to put the answer or A, B or C, I don't mind which. I'll keep the answers in the same order for A, B and C for each question. There's about 3 or 4 questions that I'm giving an A, B and C option to. So Easter round. Question number 1. In which country is it traditional to smash pottery for Easter? Is it A, Spain, B, Corfu, or C, Italy? So question 1, in which country is it traditional to smash pottery for Easter? Is it A, Spain, B, Corfu, or C, Italy? So again, you can just put A, B or C. So A, Spain, B, Corfu, or C, Italy, or you can put the answer. Question 2. What are women in Hungary splashed with on Easter Sunday? Is it wine or water? So question 2 for the Easter round. What are women in Hungary splashed with on Easter Sunday? Is it wine or water? Yeah, I've realised myself that people are saying that Corfu is not a country. So I'll rephrase the question. In which part of the world is it traditional to smash pottery? Question 1. Is it Spain, Corfu, or Italy? Tom Ravenhill, you picky so-and-so. There's a few people saying it. I'll take the hit on that one. Paul France, Ben Ravenhill, sorry, teachers out there, I've let you down. Yeah, which part of the world? Question 1. Which part of the world is it traditional to smash pottery? Question 3. What colour is Peter Rabbit's jacket? So question 3. What colour is Peter Rabbit's jacket? Question 4. What is banned in 13 out of 16 German states on Good Friday? So in Germany today, in 13 out of 16 German states, something has been banned. Is it A, dancing, B, singing, or C, drinking alcohol? So question 4, what is banned in 13 out of the 16 states in Germany on Good Friday? Is it A, dancing, B, singing, or C, drinking alcohol? Question 5. Easter Island belongs to which South American country? Is it Chile or Argentina? So question 5 again. Easter Island belongs to which South American country? Is it Chile or Argentina? Question 6. What was the first Easter basket supposed to resemble? So what was the first Easter basket supposed to resemble or symbolise? So question 6 again, what was the first Easter basket supposed to resemble? Question 7, what is the Easter egg supposed to symbolise? What is the Easter egg supposed to symbolise? Jamie Harrison saying he's just watched Peter Rabbit tonight, so you should get that question right. Question 8. What do Australians use to symbolise Easter instead of a rabbit? So what do Australians use to symbolise Easter instead of a rabbit or a bunny? Question 9. What is the 6 weeks in the calendar called leading up to Easter? Very funny, Hayley. So question 9 again. What is the 6 weeks in the calendar leading up to Easter called? And question 10. Which spring animals can be seen to be sometimes boxing, in inverted commas? So question 10, which spring animals can be sometimes seen to be boxing? So just a minute or so to put down your answers. Right, we'll whiz through those questions again rather. 9, we're on track. So question 1, again, please note the change in how I read it out. So in which part of the world is it traditional to smash pottery for Easter? Is it A, Spain, B, Corfu, or C, Italy? Question 2, what are women in Hungary splashed with on Easter Sunday? Is it wine or water? Question 3, what colour is Peter Rabbit's jacket? Question 4, what is banned in 13 out of 16 German states on Good Friday? Is it A, dancing, B, singing, or C, drinking alcohol? Question 5, Easter Island belongs to which South American country? Is it Chile or Argentina? Question 6, what was the first Easter egg basket supposed to resemble or symbolise? Question 7, what is the Easter egg supposed to symbolise? Question 8, what do Australians use to symbolise Easter instead of a bunny rabbit? Question 9, what is the 6 weeks in the calendar leading up to Easter called? And question 10, which spring animals can sometimes be seen boxing? So just 1 minute or so, and then we'll go back through the answers for the food and drink round and the Easter round, and then we've got the final round coming up. So, minute or so just to finish off those answers. Just make sure you've got all 10 answered. Right, let's go back through the answers for food and drink. So this was 15 questions, and I'll make sure just to clear up any confusion with how the marks are going to work. So question 1, which type of milk is mozzarella cheese originally made from? It's buffalo's milk. Question 2, what is in the centre of a Victoria sponge? It's jam and cream. You need to get both of those. Question 3, which drink is Worcester sauce traditionally added to? Tomato juice. Question 4, which country has the highest usage per person of olive oil? It's Greece. Question 5. Mocha is a coffee usually flavoured with which substance? Chocolate. Question 6. What are the two main ingredients of a hollandaise sauce? So it's the yolk of an egg and butter. You need to get both of those to get 1 point. If you only got one, 0 points. So egg yolk and butter. So you need both of those to get 1 mark. Question 7. A green Russian cocktail has which two ingredients? Absinthe and milk. Again, you need to get both of those, absinthe and milk. So 1 mark if you got both of those. Question 8. Which fish is the main ingredient of Scotch woodcock? It's an anchovy. There's a couple of people saying, can they, for the answer to question 3, tomato juice, Worcester sauce, could they have Bloody Mary? I guess that technically is an ingredient of it. But yeah, who drinks that without vodka? Jason Boyd is asking. I'll be kind, you can have a mark. So yeah, if you put Bloody Mary, I'll be kind, you can have a mark. Question 9. Riesling is a wine produced in which country? It's Germany. Question 10. In which country do red onions originate? It's Italy. The Valencia Shore penthouse, they're having kittens by the looks of it because they believe that in Spain they are the most or the highest consumers of olive oil. Apparently not. Apparently it's definitely Greece. Next question is question 11. Literally meaning whirlpool. Which German dessert is a thin piece of rolled up dough? It's a strudel. So strudel is the answer to question 11. 12. A cocktail of Drambuie and Scotch whisky is known as what? It's a rusty nail. A rusty nail. Question 13. At what age may you legally purchase alcohol? It's 18. I think up to a time, I think it's from 2009, you could buy wine and beer only when you were 16, but now it's 18. So the answer to question 13 is 18. Question 14. What type of pastry is used in a Cornish pasty? It's a short crust pastry. And the last question, question 15. What is the maximum number of Michelin stars that can be awarded to a restaurant? It's 3. So let's move on to the Easter round. Answers for the Easter round. So question 1, the one that caused uproar. Yeah, apologies. In which part of the world is it traditional to smash pottery? It was B, Corfu. So I guess the wording of that question was important. So yeah, B, Corfu. Question 2. What are the women in Hungary splashed with on Easter Sunday? Was it wine or water? It's water. I've got no idea why. If anyone wants to research that and find out the reason. But yeah, it's women in water. No, women are splashed with water rather on Easter Sunday. People are putting in the comments. We'll do comments after this round in terms of how many marks you've got. I'll read them out in a bit. Question 3. What colour is Peter Rabbit's jacket? It's blue. Question 4. What is banned in 13 out of 16 German states on Good Friday? It was A, dancing. Next question. Question 5. Easter Island belongs to which South American country? It was Chile. Question 6. What was the first Easter egg basket supposed to resemble or symbolise? It was to symbolise a bird's nest. Question 7. What is the Easter egg supposed to symbolise? It's apparently supposed to resemble rebirth or a newborn life. Question 8. What do Australians use to symbolise Easter instead of a bunny rabbit? It's actually a fictional rodent called the Easter bilby. I'll be impressed if anyone got that. Put in the comments if you got that right. An Easter bilby, B-I-L-B-Y. Yeah, I'll be impressed if you got. I've never heard of that myself, but yeah, an Easter bilby. You'd have thought it might have been a koala or something. Question 9. What is the 6 weeks in the calendar leading up to Easter called? It's Lent. And the last question, which spring animals can be seen to be boxing? It's a hare. So I believe that around sort of March, April time, the males are actually seen to be sort of standing on their back 2 legs and box for sort of male dominance in the mating season. So yeah, they're seen to be boxing, so that's a hare. Right, so I think if my maths serves me correctly, I've never been particularly good at maths. I think now we should have a total score out of 56. Any maths gurus out there? 15 out of 15 round 1. It was out of 16, I think, for round 2. Back to out of 15 for round 3. And then 10 in round 4. So let's have scores out of 56. Yeah, people saying there's a saying, mad as a March hare. Not heard of that myself, but... So, scores coming in, out of 56. Malcolm, my uncle, 37. Richard Wagstaff and Abby Wagstaff, 34. Jamie Harrison, 39 out of 56. Hayley, 41 out of 56, pretty strong. Robert Shepperson, 35. Phil the Wiz Legspin Warrender, 34 out of 56. Rachel Cullen, 40 out of 56. Matt Jemmett, 41 out of 56. 41 seems to be the highest. Anyone got higher than 41? Sophie Hodgkiss, who's doing it with Sarah Power, 38. Ooh. Diane Walker, 42, says she's no longer listening to her husband's answers. Henry's Angels, so Isabel Healy, 42. Beth said that round killed us. They only got 36. Heidi, 37. Kieran Taylor, the Taylor family, 38. Lucy Ann Bartlett, 42 out of 56, pretty strong. So I think at the minute, Diane Walker and Isabel Healy, 42, and Lucy Ann, 42. Tony Robbery, 43 out of 56. Alan Moore, smashing it this week with no music round, 43. Doing well. Right, check my phone. Any other comments on here? Let's have a look. My mother's slipped off to bed, so he's no longer with her. He's got 37. Any other comments? Right. So looks like 43 is the top mark. Chris Gordon, Netherthong Oldies, 43. Dan Northcott, 43 as well. Right, okay. This is the last round, and it could be a bit of a game changer because there's a couple of rules to it. So this last round is called Risk and Reward. So the first rule is that if you get a correct answer, it's worth 2 points. However, if you answer a question and get it wrong, it's worth -2 points. But you do not have to answer the question. So you could go through these full 10 questions without answering it because you don't want to lose any marks. If you take a risk and get it right, you'll get 2 points. But if you get it wrong, you'll lose 2 points. Thumbs up if that makes sense. So 2 points if you get it right. If you answer it and get it wrong, 2 points deducted, so -2 points. Risk and reward, 10 questions. So I'm having some intelligence that the reason why Tony Robbery, the coach of Thongsbridge Cricket Club, is doing so well is that he's got Kathy's parents helping him, who must be quite intelligent. So yeah, 10 questions, 2 points for right answer, 2 points, or -2 rather if you get it wrong. And but you do not have to answer the question if you don't want to. So if you're not sure, leave it out. Okay, so question 1. On which day are British elections always held? So question 1, on which day are British elections always held? Jamie Clayton, you are late to the party, my friend. We're on the last round. Question 2. Which is the tallest mountain in the UK? So which is the tallest mountain in the UK? Question 3. How many sides has an octagon got? So how many sides has an octagon got? Question 4. What is the 13th letter of the English alphabet? What is the 13th letter of the English alphabet? Question 5. Which country does Bryan Adams come from? Bryan Adams being the singer. So which country does Bryan Adams come from? Question 6. Which city in the world has the largest population? So which city, question 6, which city has the largest population in the world? Question 7. What is the name of Dennis the Menace's dog? Question 8. Which traffic light follows green? So which traffic light colour follows green? Question 9. Which is the first month of the year to have exactly 30 days? And last question of risk and reward, question 10. What is the real name of the body coach who runs fitness classes and currently delivers online PE lessons for school students? So what is the real name of the body coach who runs fitness classes online and also delivers online PE lessons? So just a reminder, 10 questions, 2 marks if you get the question right. If you get it wrong though, you lose 2. So question 1, again, I'll read through all 10. Question 1, on which day are British elections held? Question 2, which is the tallest mountain in the UK? Question 3, how many sides has an octagon? Question 4, what is the 13th letter of the English alphabet? Question 5, which country does Bryan Adams come from? Question 6, which city in the world has the largest population? Question 7, what is the name of Dennis the Menace's dog? Question 8, which traffic light colour follows green? Question 9, what is the first month of the year to have exactly 30 days? And question 10, what is the real name of the body coach who runs fitness classes and currently delivers online YouTube lessons or PE lessons for students? So this is potentially out of 20. The Valencian Penthouse Suite reckon they've got 20 points incoming. Tom Kemp, fashionably late. You have joined me right at the end of the last round. Good to see you alive though. Haven't heard from you in months. Okay, let's go through the answers to this final round. Remember, 2 points for getting it right. If you get it right, you add 2 on. If you get it wrong, you deduct 2 points. Ben Ravenel wants question 4 repeating. Question 4, Ben and Lauren, what is the 13th letter of the alphabet? The 13th. Right, so Jamie Harrison says he's going all in on this. Yeah, it's a good chance for people to catch up. Okay, so question 1, on which day are British elections always held? It's a Thursday. Question 2, which is the tallest mountain in the UK? It's Ben Nevis. Question 3, how many sides has an octagon? It's 7. Question 4. What is the 13th letter of the English alphabet? It was M for mother. Question 5. Could have been one that caught people out. Which country does Bryan Adams come from? It is Canada. Question 6. Which city in the world has the largest population? It's Shanghai. Sorry, what am I doing? Sorry, Octagon 8. I mean, I've got 8 written here, and I've just put 7. I don't know why. Apologies. 8, sorry. Yeah, question 3. How many sides has an octagon got? 8, sorry. That is a massive cock up, excuse my French. Yeah, loads of people saying it. Sorry. Next question. Question 7. What is the name of Dennis the Menace's dog? Nasha. Yeah, I'm getting absolutely hammered, and rightly so, for an octagon. There's a few people calling for my sacking in the morning, quite rightly so. P45 on my desk. Question 8. Which traffic light follows green? It's amber. People are also saying Tokyo. So this, should we check? Should we check that? I mean, when I looked, it was Shanghai, but I might be wrong. Hang on. I'm doing the admin now. Yeah. We'll change it. Can you see that? Yeah, my bad. Terrible. I've absolutely lost my head here. So question 6. Which city in the world has the largest population? Tokyo. That question has absolutely done me in that I searched for online. What a nightmare. So next question. Which traffic light follows green? It's amber. Question 9. Which is the first month of the year to have exactly 30 days? It's April. And question 10. What is the real name of the body coach who's delivering online classes? It's Joe Wicks. Yeah, what a cock up. Those 2 questions ruined me. It's live TV. Pressure's on. So yeah, apologies about those 2. So just a reminder, add those up now. So 2 points if you got it right. If you got it wrong, deduct 2. So Tokyo, question 6, and yeah, question 3, 8 sides. So let's have answers overall. So it should be out of 76 overall. So answers out of 76. Yeah, those that can't teach or get correct answers teach PE. Quite right, Beth. Aladdin Philip Visser in the house. You're late, Visser, but welcome, mate. Hope you're doing well. Right, got some comments coming in. 57 for Jamie Harrison, 57 for my uncle, 53 Robert Shepperson, Alan Moore, 55. Louise Bennett, 56. So Jamie Harrison's still winning. Ooh, Chris Dimblow, 64. Anyone higher than 64? I mean, are we trusting Chris Dimblow? He left Thongsbridge and went to our local rivals Armitage Bridge. So, do we trust one of the traitors? I don't know. Rachel Cullen, 60. David Wagstaff, 52. Jason Boyd, 58. Philip Warrender, 57. Claire Walton says no cheating, 60 out of 72. Alex Kemp, confident not so much now, mate. 47 out of 76. Possibly one of the lowest. Who else? I think 62. Anyone got higher than 64? Chris Dimblow, 64. Anyone get higher than 64? I'm not having an Armitage Bridge player win this. Anyone higher than 64? Gareth Pugh, 58. Right, I think, Dimbers, it looks like you've won, mate. 64 is a pretty good score. Second, I think, was Rachel Cullen, possibly. No, sorry, Claire Walton with 62. Third, Rachel Cullen, 60. So, no, well done. Yeah, apologies about that last round. Massive mess up. I'll do my homework. I'll make sure to come back more intelligent, stronger for next week. Just again, a shout out to Gavin McLeod, GMC Roofing. Thank you very much for donating some money to the club this week to sponsor the event. gmcroofing.co.uk. And again, thank you to Janet and Phil from Netherthong. Really kind donation to the club. If you'd like to make a donation, again, we're totally not expecting it. But it does obviously help the club during these tough times just to keep a little bit of money ticking over. Visit our website, contact us on Facebook or on the event group, and we'll put you in touch with a way of donating if you wish, and they'll be greatly appreciated. So I think, apart from that last round, it went all right. I think a little bit easier than last week, looking at the scores. People seem to have got quite a lot more with regards to answers. So really well done. Thanks for tuning in. Again, we've had sort of well over 150 people tuning in. So same time next week. Share it with family and friends. I've really enjoyed doing it again, but the more people we can get watching, the better. Same time next week. YouTube, Facebook. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Again, apologies about that mess up on the last round. Maybe I was just doing it to test you to make sure you were listening and staying awake. But no, enjoy your weekends. Happy Easter. Take care of yourselves. Stay inside. Self-isolate. Protect lives. Look after the NHS. Adios.